welcome to the GWA Wingfoiling World Tour event.
We're gonna experience an insane wingfoil competition.
This one is gonna stay in my mind forever.
It's gonna be sick.
What are we going to be seeing next?
And good morning, everybody, and welcome to the second day here for the GWA Wingfoil World Cup, your Copa Kitley here in Ibiraquera. We are getting ready for the action to hit the water. We are going to be starting off with women's heat number 4. Yesterday already, we saw 2 world champions being crowned, Cash Bezzola and Elena Moreno. So big congratulations to them on the whole team. Let's go out to the action as green flag is about to hit the sky. So there it is, Nia Suarez and Charlotte Carpentier, your heat number 2 of round number 2. All right, so there you can see Charlotte Carpentier, your core athletes hailing out of France, and Nia Suarez coming in from Spain, just arriving today and getting herself ready to go into the water. So there we can see Charlotte looking like, if I'm not mistaken, she is out there on the XC core wing, and then Nia Suarez is going to be out there on the Unit D-Lab from Duotone. Spain versus France, France versus Spain. Once again, good morning, I'm Josie Ashler. I hope everybody is ready for some wing foiling action. We have 16-minute heats with 2-minute transitions as we get ready to go. In the white lycra, Suarez. In the red lycra is going to be Charlotte Carpentier. So what is going to be happening here, as we didn't finish all of the competition yesterday, so we are going to have a women's heat number 4, men's semi-final, women's semi-final, then the mini of the men, your women's final, and the men's final. So about 2 hours of action. Here we can see Suarez, as I said before, your duotone athlete out there on the new Unit D-Lab, and also on the Sky Style, together with the 650 from what the information that I've been given. And then Charlotte Carpentier out there on the full-blown Freedom, the XC from Carve. So on the left, Suarez dropping in. What's she got for us? You can see that really does have that wind shadow here in the middle again. It was there yesterday, and it looks like it's going to be there today as well. Wind is a little bit more offshore. I will say that. You can see that it is more offshore out there. As conditions, you can see just how when the waves breaks, has that little comb going off of it there out the back. And Suarez, unfortunately getting caught up on her wing there. Obviously round number 2 of the women. Let's not forget, as the winner of this heat will be going into the semi-finals. So the winner of this heat will be making their way into the semi-finals, where it's going to be Bowen van der Linde. And Eva Segerstin, unfortunately, is not going to be competing. She sustained an injury yesterday. She was at the hospital for an ankle, and it looks like it is a bad sprain, but no bones were broken. So we're sending her a lot of love and hope she recovers very fast. So really shame, because she was riding really well. So Bowen van der Linden is going to have a bye into the final. And at the moment, these 2 athletes, Suarez and Charlotte Carpentier, battling it out to see who will continue on in the competition. You can see there Charlotte also out there on what looks like, if I'm not mistaken, the Roma S. All of the athletes yesterday on about 40 to 50 litre boards. So I'm going to say that's going to be the 55 Roma S from Core is what Charlotte is riding. And then when it comes to Nia, she is going to be out there on the Skysal SLS. And that's going to be the 45 litre board. Here we can see Bowen van der Linden, your Armstrong athlete, hailing out of the Netherlands. 24/7 smile, there she is. Such an ambassador for this sport. She's been a world champion herself. Making her way, as she is one of our finalists already As we had just gone past and coming up to 8:30 in the morning down here at Ibiraquera for your Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. And as you can see out on the water, Swadius at the moment in the lead with a 6.43. Charlotte yesterday had trouble getting back up on her wing when she went down. So hopefully she'll be able to resolve that. As you can see, she is floating in the middle there. 60-minute heats, 10 wave attempts. The top 2 waves are the ones that count. As we continue on with this second day of the Wingfoil World Cup. We already crowned yesterday our women's champion with Elena Moreno, as she won that heat, claiming herself the top spot on the overall leaderboard. So congratulations to her. Wind at the moment, we got about 15 to 18 knots. It looks a little stronger than yesterday morning, even though it is a bit more offshore. Forecast is saying that it's going to be windy in the morning. Then as of about 2 or 3 o'clock, the wind is said to drop, hence why we are here nice and early once again. And thank you everybody for tuning in here on the stream. If you have any questions about equipment, you want to know anything about the athletes that you see out on your screen, locations, gear tips, just let us know. We will get that. We have pretty much stats on all of them, and I will be able to get that information to you ASAP. Once again, a big thank you. Obrigado, gracias, for joining us here for yet another day of wing foiling action. Alright, here we can see Nia is dipping that wing quite a lot. She must be, I reckon she's going to be on a very small foil. As you can see, floating her way around, she is out there on that 82 centimeter, the D-Lab 2.0. You can see it just hitting the wave, as wind is quite light here in the middle, but making it happen. And there's a nice ride here from Swadius, as she gets one in the books. So Swadius, that's going to definitely improve on her scores, be able to sustain a little bit more of an advantage over Carpentier. And unfortunately there you can see Charlotte not being able to get up, as she is right in that shadow. So we will have to see. Ricardo Lopez, bom dia, bom dia. So we are going to be finishing off with the wingfoil at the moment. And the schedule is that the first possible start for kiting will be at 11 o'clock if all goes well. Skipper's meeting is going to be 10:30 with a first possible start at 11 o'clock. Thank you for joining in here. So looks like we're going to be having the kite surfers come out to play as well. We've got about 2 hours, 60-minute heat so far. There's no breaks in between. It is all steam ahead and pedal to the metal. That does look like, I think that's going to be the 4-point. Trying to see, I think that's looking like the 4.0 there for Nia. So similar conditions that we saw out there yesterday. The men were out on 5s, 4.5s, and then at the end of the day 4.0, depending on their weight. Some of the guys like to go a bit more powered, some of them like to go a little bit less. Let's not forget, as we have the lineup of the men, where we are going to wait as we have those semi-finals. Semi-final number 2, Anderson Gallagher and Axel Gerard. Here we can see Baby Shark and Malo Genole, who is one of our finalists. Getting ready to rumble. Getting the texting in before he gets out on the water. Malo has been on fire all competition long. Your Gong athlete. He has been a world champion before. He's batting it out to see who will be second and third on the overall ranking. He's in second position at the moment. And looking to maintain that as Finn was eliminated from the competition a little earlier on. So waiting for official results. So Finn was out in round number 4 and Malo is to the final. So he's going to seal that deal. But knowing Malo, he is going to want to take the top spots and end the wave season on a high. Such a talented young man. And another talented young athlete here. We have Nia Swadius, who's pretty much crossed the world, arriving last night and out here in the water today with only a few hours of sleep, just being crowned also. And here, rocking it out and trying to get another wave in. Having a little look behind, no, looking at the one in front. 10.97 for Swadius. So here we go. Looks like she is going to be dropping into this one. Yep, all right. So here we have the Spaniard. And Charlotte, no, Charlotte is down again, so not being able to get up. So yeah, she's really going to be in that sticky situation because she would be comboed. And not having a score on the board is going to make it very difficult for her to be able to get along. Nia at the moment, third on the overall. 1,540 points, only 30 points behind Bowen van der Linden, who is in the final. So also the podium for your overall world championship here of the wave discipline is still up for grabs. Elena Moreno has taken the top spot, becoming the new world champion, your Cabrina athlete and Kitley athlete from Spain, from the Canary Islands. And the battle is going to be in between Bowen van der Linden and Nia Swadius. And let's see how it is going to end up, as we have about an hour and a half, 2 hours of competition. And then we will be changing over to the kite for our sister tour of the Qatar Airways GWA Kite World Tour with the kite surf discipline. Where also World Championship scenarios are up and around because James Carew has taken the win in the last 2 events. Ayrton Cosolino leading the pack. And also, let's not forget one of the Brazilian heavy hitters, Pedro Matos, in there, and Hungary. Not having the best start, but he is going to look to redeem himself if I know him well. And let's not forget also Gabriel Benetton, so the 2 Brazilians, 2nd and 3rd on the overall. But now, here we go. There's the man, Vinny. This guy is a definition of an ambassador. He always has that shaka. He always has that smile. Your NP, Neil Pride and JP athlete. Hailing out of Brazil, representing Bucios down there near Rio. And he is once again in the mini-final. His best result of his career was 4th in Dakla at the past event, not so long ago. And he has an opportunity to equal or improve that, because he is waiting to see who is going to be the loser of the heat in between Bobo Gana and Axel Gerard, and see if he can get that 3rd spot. 4th is secured. Can he get 3rd? We will soon find out. 10 seconds to go, as that is going to be it for this heat out there. So Nia Swadius is going to take the win of heat number 1. And we will be back very shortly as we continue on here with your Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. welcome back, everybody, as we now are going to be moving on to the men, as we are going to have that semi-final number 2 of Bobo Gagner going up against Axel Gerard. These are the two guys to battle it out. Who is going to be our finalists? We saw Axel Gerard took out the recently crowned world champion in that previous heat, as he got a 13.67 versus the 12.57 there from Cashar. Axel is on a high. Bobo Gagner, he has been throwing down since the beginning, and he is looking for his first final spot in a competition. All right, here we can see Bobo getting his first wave, coming down, front side. Seeing him getting some nice airs. A little bit out on the shoulder. Obviously, judges are going to want to see it more in the critical zone. This young man having a contest of his life so far. Such a talented athlete. Oh, going for the reverse almost. But unfortunately, getting caught out, so that is going to be a wipeout for him. So first wave for both of these athletes. All right, so we can see both of the athletes making their way out to the back. And we're waiting for scores to drop. There we can see also that next heat that will be coming up. Getting themselves ready. As we can see already, the women's semi-final. Both of the guys having a medium wave. So we will have to see. Here we can see that was Nia Swadiath, the women athlete from the previous heat. All right, so Bobo here on the front of your screen. There we can see Teo de Manis. As we are, I'm just getting information coming in, so waiting for those scores to appear. All right, so there it is. We have 4.5 minutes to go, so they have done half of this heat as they were able to do the other half yesterday, and then it was the ambulance that stopped it. So scores continue and validated. So 13.74 Axel Gerard, 13.03 here for Bobo Gagner. Axel on a wave. Here we go. Opening up, shoulders, nice. This is looking, you can see as the swell is starting to hit. Big air, can he land it? Yes, he does. Axel looking to improve on that 6.77. All right, so there we can see Bobo jumping in on this section. Let's see what it's going to be. All right, reverse here off the top. So as we can see here, 9 minutes for this heat, 9 minutes. As they are both hunting, they have 9 minutes of this heat, of which they have 3 minutes left. Axel Gerard, Anderson, Gallagher, or Bobo, as we like to call him. Waiting for some numbers to drop, as I don't think those guys are going to improve on those scores yet, from what I have seen, although the judges have a different perspective. Axel, he's really liking these right-handers all the way along. This one's starting to open up, so it starts to get a few turns in, and this is where he's going to start to turn around. All right, you can see body language, looking forward. Open roundhouse, back to the power section. Now the wave starts to get a little bit of size to it. Going for the 360. Pumps as much as he can. He is up there on the 575 pure, if I'm not mistaken. Your AFS rider hailing out of France, not getting the air. So Bobo just slightly behind Axel right now. Slightly behind Axel right now. Oh, this is looking like a nice wave for him. We saw him do a buzzer beater in the previous heats. It ain't over until it's over, and we've seen this time after time here at the GWA Wingfoil World Tour. All right, getting the air reverse, lands it nice on the section. Can he get some surfing in as well? Roundhouse, back to the foam ball. Out on the shoulder, looking for another air. Yeah, you see, a lot of these athletes, they really are going for these aerial maneuvers. But the biggest scores are the ones that appear with the athletes that combine both. Take the likes of Malo Ganole. Take the likes of Cash Bazzola. They have the aerial maneuvers, but they also have the surfing. They have the power carving. If you dot the I's and cross the T's, the judges are going to give you the love. Final of 5 judges, top score and bottom score gets scratched. And the number you see on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, is the average of those 3 middle scores. They have the top 2 waves are the ones that count, which are the waves that you can see here on the scoreboard. And they have 10 wave attempts, all right? Axel with a very nice air reverse there. Goes back to the foam ball. Beautiful. Really nice roundhouse there. Getting that fold up so he doesn't get kicked out by the white water. So that is going to be the end of the heat. As we wait for the official confirmation. But it looks like Axel Gerard is in the driving seat so far. But while we're waiting, let's see the highlights of that last heat. And welcome back, everybody. So coming up, the semi-final heat number 2, Elena Moreno versus Nia Suadiez, your reigning world champion who just took the title, Moreno, and a previous world champion, Nia Suadiez. Here we can see Suadiez is going to be in the black lycra, and Moreno is going to be in the white, as both of them are getting ready to go. So here we can see Elena, your Cabrini athlete, out there on the mantis and the link. And then Suadiez, your duotone athlete. All right, so it looks like here we can see Nia in the center of the competition area. And there we can see Bobo making his way out. Was just waiting to see the results of that last heat. And it is going to be Axel Gerard. So unfortunately, Bobo going into there. Not making his way into the final, but making his way into the mini final. And a big congratulations to him, as he has been ripping since the beginning. Such a bright young future for this young man. Back to the action out here on the water. Elena Moreno and Nia Suadiez. All right, so there we can see it looks like there's been some changes, but green flag is in the sky. Green flag is in the sky. Elena Moreno, Nia Suadiez. Here we have Elena making her way in. All right, so here we can see both of the athletes as we get ready. Let's have a look at some scores. All right, so it looks like a 4.58 and a 3.73. All right, so it looks like the timer is frozen at the moment, but the scores are correct from what I've been informed. So Elena Moreno of 4.58. Oh, beautiful outside wave here for Elena. Let's see what she can make of it. Now we're talking. Open face carves. This one, it hit that outside bank, and now she has to ride it all the way in, and the wave will start to steepen up and come up again. Here you go. This is where it hits that inside sandbank and be able to get some more turns. Beautiful carving hack here from Elena. And a grab cut back roundhouse all the way around. Great wave selection here from Elena Moreno, your Cabrini athlete. And here you can see she is going to go for this one also all the way down. and make her way out because she does not want to get stuck on that inside section. So Elena Moreno with a great wave there. There we can see Bo getting ready as well. So on the left-hand side, Elena Moreno. On the right-hand side, Nia Suadiez. Waiting for numbers to be coming in for that last wave from Elena. It was very nice. One of the best waves we've seen from her so far. Nice roundhouse all the way. Doing what the wave wants. And here both of the athletes going by each other, having a little chat. As you can see, that wind shadow here in the middle. Really, you have to be careful not to get off of the foil. So if you do, you could have trouble getting back up. And here we have Axel Gerard as he makes his way into the final, this young man. The axe slicing it up, and what a final it is going to be. Malo Genole and Axel Gerard, those two are going to battle it out to see who is going to take the crown here of this Brazilian event, your Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. And now Nia Suadiez with a 5.87 score coming in. So a great wave from her. I think we didn't see that one, unfortunately. So it is very, very even in between these two athletes. 8 minutes to go, so plenty of time, only halfway through. Elena with the better backup score, but she needs to increase. And now Elena Moreno has moved up front, so with a 9.91, but Nia very closely behind. All right, Elena deciding way on the right-hand side. We saw Axel doing that in the previous heat as well. These ones, if they do kind of roll down the sandbag, and you can see it forming here. Just cruising. Nice little check turns, keeping herself in the power section. Up and down, Nia as well. You got a goofy versus a regular. Nia back and then. Elena just nice carving, surfing all the way down here. Nia as well. Nia's wave looking a little bit bigger, and a big carve there from Elena. Nia off the top, round the house, mid-face turn. See if she can get past this. Oh, commitment. That is what the judges are going to want to see here from the Spaniard. Nia, she knows she close, want to improve on that 3.73, and then Elena on a 4.58. So let's see if that shakes it up a bit. It's going to be close, as we have just over 6 minutes to go. Just over 6 minutes. And here we can see some of the athletes taking the opportunity with the awesome setup that we have here. Physios, food, the Kitley family really looking after everybody. Looks like getting clicked into position here. See Jean Rifet, Tom Aubert, Clement, and I think that was Benoit face down. Alright, so score still not updating. I don't think they have improved over that last section, so yeah, scores are staying the same at the moment as we're approaching that 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. So Fabian, unfortunately yesterday they stopped in the middle as an athlete was injured, and the ambulance had to take the athlete away, and as it was at the final moments of the day, there was not enough time and light to be able to do so. So that is why that semi-final was rerun with 9 minutes of time. Once again, thank you everybody for joining in here. And here we have Swadiath now, as she is 9.60 versus Moreno with a 9.91. Oh, there it is, Nia Swadiath, as she has that 6.63, 12.50, upping the game. Really upping the game here, Swadiath, with almost 1.5 to 2 points difference. So great riding here from the Spaniard, coming in hot, as at the moment she is in the driving seat of this heat. Let's not forget that whoever wins will be making their way into the grand final. So whoever wins will be battling out for first or second position. Nia Swadiath, 12.50. Elena Moreno with a 10.36. 3 minutes to go on the clock. All right, coming up on those 2 minutes. So, Swadiath, here we have Nia going and having a little look around. She knows she's in the lead, but she also knows Elena is capable of getting those kind of scores. She has, I'm going to say it, she has a very comfortable lead. Because at the moment, let me get the old calculator out here. At the moment, Elena is going to need a 7.18 if she wants to overtake Nia, improving 1 score. If she wants to improve it over 2, then she can. So she needs 2.15. 2.15 is what Elena will need to improve her overall average on. So she already has the World Championship title linked up, but she is going to need to improve those scores in the next 90 seconds. So she better be getting a wave dance on, because I can't see much energy coming in, and she would need it to be a set wave if she wants to be up in the 7s. Though it would be one of the best scores of the competition so far. Elena, you can see here, hunting, circling. Nia, calm, cool and collected, as she knows she pretty much has 1 foot in the door of the final here of the Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. Elena turning around. There's a little something there on the right. Nia deciding to drop in here on this one and deciding against it. So let's have a look and see Elena. Elena with 30 seconds to go. Nia, your current leader. Will it be enough? She's turning around on one here. Having a little look. 20 seconds. Coming up on 20 seconds. This could be the decider. Here we go. Elena Moreno. She needs a very good wave if she wants to take this one from Nia. Is this wave going to form? She's over on the right-hand side once again. We saw Axel doing it there as well. And when this one starts to hit that inside bank, normally it jacks up a little bit more. Nia also on this wave at the same time. Elena is going to have a very hard time to make a 7 on this. She needs to get some grooves if she is going to make that happen. Nia Suarez picking off the better wave of the set. All right, Elena dropping in. Here we go. 2 nice turns. Back to the power section. Full roundhouse. But deciding to go backside after that, and she is going to get caught out. That is not going to be what Elena needs. So waiting for confirmation. But I'm going to dare to say it is looking like it is going to be Nia Suarez who will be making her way into the final. But we will get official results coming up after the highlights of that heat. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, we have the mini-final. Vinicius Martin going up against Anderson Gallagher. Bobo in the water. Brazil versus the United States of America. Let's get out there, as it looks like we are going into green flag. Who is going to be third and who is going to be fourth here in Ibiraquera? So there we can see Vini coming out of Bucios. He is your Brazilian athlete. Vinny out there on the Firefly Pro, the UP wing from Neil Pride with the boom. He's also out there on the JPS Winger, a 40-litre board, and the No Swift 600 with the 85 mast. Let's not forget also Bobo, he is out there as he has your Armstrong athlete. And what a competition he has done so far. He is out there with the 795 performance mast, the Dart 140 tail, and he has the MA 800 from what I can see. And also on a 40-litre board, the FG wingboard. So both of these athletes starting to battle it off. All right, Vinny there going for the air reverse on the flat. Obviously not as good as if he would hit that in the power section of the wave. But now rocking down as he drops in. Here we go. Again, going for the second. 60-minute heats, 2-minute transitions. A little wiggly, a little wobbly there on some of the landings. Once again, as we said yesterday, You know, what they want to see is the combination of aerial maneuvers and surfing. And we have that grand final, which is going to be in between Malo Gagnolet and Axel Gerard, which is going to be coming up very shortly. Waiting for the results to be shown here for the women's heats, as it is official. So it is going to be Nia Suardias versus Bowen van der Linden in the final. And then it would have been Elena Moreno and Eva Sergestin, but unfortunately Eva sustained an injury on her ankle, which means she will not be competing. So Elena Moreno is going to be third here in Ibiraquera, and as you saw yesterday, she already has taken the win of her World Championship title. So after the men's, we are going to go into the women's final, which is going to be 20 minutes. And then we will be doing the men's final for the final 20 minutes. So 3 more heats to go. Is it going to be Vinny? Is he going to improve over that best result in Dakar of a 4th place? Is it going to be Bob, or is he going to be continuing on with his reign throughout this competition? Let's have a look at some of the scores that we've seen from both of these athletes. So previous rounds, we've got 12-ishes. 11 high 11s from both of them. In those first rounds. Both of them are pretty much the same. First rounds, they both got 9s. In the rounds number 3, we saw Bobo getting a 12.47. Vinny with an 11.77. Vinny in round number 4, an 11.85. And we saw Boba with a 14.90. So on average, Boba has the better scores overall on the competition. But hey, it's about what you can do out there on the day. And you can see him there, your Anderson rider. And here we can see Vinny. Now this man, the X, Axel Gerard, getting ready, as he will be coming up in 2 heats. He will be coming up in 2 heats. All right, a 6.20 already for Vinny. And once again, same as Axel, the same we've seen as Elena. Obviously, these, you know, regular foot riders loving these right-handers all the way on the downwind side of the competition area. And just cruising surfing here from him. All right, 9360 back into the face. Again, on the flatter section, even though it was on the face, it isn't in the critical part of the wave. So it's going to add points, of course, difficulty, variety, but it isn't going to be as good as, for example, what we saw of Malo yesterday, or, you know, of Cash, where they really were just doing those, you know, getting that top turn, slashing and re-entry and off the top and adding the 360. That is money if you can land that. But still, Vinny going to be improving on those scores. And let's see what his total is going to be. Bobo at the moment cruising, as we have 10 minutes. Next heat will be your women's final. Bowen van der Linden is going to be going up against Nia Suardias for a 20-minute heat. All right, Bobo here, a little air in. Another grab, bouncing out. Bouncing out here at the bottom side. So Vinny is definitely in the driving seat so far with 2 scores, and improvements are going to be made as he's still waiting for that next score to happen. Vinny all the way down the downwind part of this competition area. And he's going to be making his way up. Here we have Maloguenolea getting ready for his final as well. Your Gong athlete coming out of France. Oh, he's going to be a physiotherapist now as well. There you go. The youngster taking it out here on our veteran Benoit Carpentier. That is a face of pleasure right there. That guy is loving life. As soon as this stream is done, I am going to be running down there myself. Get a few kinks and cracks out. 8 minutes to go. And there it is, that improvement. 4.70, 4.77. Bobo with a 2.70. So Vinny, 9.47. Bobo at the moment waiting for the gust to come in so he can get himself on another wave. Vinny, he is battling here for the best result of his career. 4th in Dakar. If he wins this heat, he will be 3rd in Brazil. What better place to do it than your home country? At the moment, there we have. So Bobo back up. We've got sets probably every, maybe 2 to 3 sets, I'd say, in the 16 minutes that we've been seeing throughout these heats. Waves are a little bit on the smaller size than yesterday. But the main concern is that the forecast and the fishermen, hence on the fishermen, are saying that around 1 to 2 o'clock, the wind will start to drop. So this is why we were here so early and pushing on strong. All right, Bobo here. Dropping in, going left. Oh, he's got the speed. This is the section. That's a better air. There you go. All the way across the top. This is what the judges are looking for. Making the move. Going for a second one now. He wants to start to get the surfing in. Letting the fall off. Letting the fall loose. Straight line in there at the end. But 2 very nice airs. Especially that first one. Cut back. And that is going to be a better wave of balls. So just, getting into a rhythm. Not going to be a huge score. But that first air was very nice. Going to be interesting, actually, how that's going to score. Because let's kind of think of that wave. He had that first air, which was nice, going over the top. And then just continued getting a few other turns and one more air at the bottom. There you can see world champion Cash Bezola, crowned here in Brazil. As he makes his way. Looks like he might be going for a free session, if I'm not mistaken. You cannot get this guy off of the water. But no, actually, he is going to be going, as I can see that board, he's going to be helping Bo. So let's not forget the women's final is coming up next. So he is going to be helping Bo. 20 minutes finals, so there's going to be a heat duration change. So 20 minutes for these finals. 2 more heats to go. And that will be it here for the Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. And as the studio is shaking, that must mean that the wind is increasing or there are elephants above us. Both are possible here. 5 minutes. Quite a slow heat, this one. Waiting for scores from that last wave from Bobo. 4.5 minutes to go. Is Vinny going to get 3rd place in Brazil? Is he going to be able to improve on his personal best? This young man wants to avoid that from happening. And he wants to have his best results in competition so far. Bobo, nice, powerful hack. Again, big air right into the pocket. Now we're talking. Looks like he's aiming to try and go for another one. And he gets another air again. And a little hack off the end as a finisher. Gana here, he really is going for the aerial maneuvers. He's depending on them. You can see he lines up every single time for that first move. And then tries to get some turns in. 5.0, I mean, it was a very nice air, the first one that he did. But I must admit, I'm looking forward to also seeing some surfing, which is what we want to see, the combination. not just the air moves, to actually get some nice hacking turns in. Hence, you know, guys that are getting 14s, 15s, 16s like Malo, as they make the combination of the both. So great surfing yesterday from Cash. As we are 3.5 minutes in, 7.70 versus a 9.47. All right, Vinny looking to improve on those 4.7s. He has decided to go on this wave as there is not much out there. Has a look back to see if he can see anything, because he knows this is a small wave, which is going to be tough to get that scoring potential on it. Vinny, a very experienced athlete, he's gone, nope, there's no way I'm going to get the scores I need on this. I am going to go back out to the point and see if he can land yet another ride. All right, here we go. Bobo looking to increase on a 2.70. Gaining speed. Waiting to see if this wave also doing the same thing, looking backwards. Backside air into the pocket here. Can he get another one off of this section? Yes, he does. And a big one across the top. This could be a nail in the coffin. Oh, just losing it a little bit there. Is going to improve his scores. Is it going to improve enough? And a little bit of a finisher here. All right, Vinny. Better set wave, so a little bit better wave selection. Surface around. So maintaining, waiting for the wave to start to peak up. Here it goes. Big carving hack roundhouse all the way back. 3 good turns here from Vinny. There's another. A little bit on the midsection of the face, but does go all the way back to the foam ball. Now he's going backside. And this is where that wave starts to hit that bottom sandbank. Is it going to be enough? He needs to improve on a 4.70. Some nice surfing from him. Let's see if there's going to be enough for him to be able to hit an air in it as well, and then it could give him the possibility. Going for that 360, and he does get the landing. So mixing it up, Vinny, as he continues going all the way down. This could be a very crucial moment for him. He has milked that wave as much as it could, squeezing all of the juice out of the fruit. Now the $1 million questions is, has it been enough as we come in for the final moments? 9.23 from Bobo Gagner. At the moment it would be Vinicius Martin as we have that final minute. Vinny looking back, waiting to see if he still maintains that first position. Waiting for a score as well, if that has improved. Oh, carving turn here, dropping in. Vinny, he is hungry. If he wins, he's third, the best result of his career. If he loses, he has a 4th position, equaling up to Dakler. Bobo hunting, there's waves. You can see energy out the back. He might have a possibility for Bobo to get one final wave, as he has at the moment a 10.0 25-point rides. Waiting for that score from Vinny on that last wave. Has that improved? He would need to get a 5.3 if he was to improve. As we go to the closing moments, we are going to have to see and wait for those numbers to come in. But while we are waiting, let's see the highlights of that last heat. And welcome back, everybody, as we move into the grand final here for your Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. Bowen van der Linden coming out of the Netherlands. She is up against Nia Suarez from Spain. Two past world champions. Who is going to take the first position here at the Ibiraquera Brazilian World Cup? Bowen van der Linden, your Armstrong athlete in the white lycra. And then we're going to have Nia Suarez, your Spanish athlete with the duotone setup. There can only be one, and this is your big final moment. Eyes on the water, 20 minutes of action. So there we can see Nia with that unit D-Lab. As it comes to Bowen, she is out there on the A-Wing XPS. Looking like they are with 4.5s. From what I could see before, and 4.0s were also pumped up. So as they get closer, we'll try and get that. But looking at the wins, I'm actually going to say that win looks smaller. So I reckon Neo is going to be on a 4, and I think Bo is as well. So wins, looking at the wind meter here, we got about 18 knots out there. A little bit more offshore than it was yesterday. Waves a bit smaller, but still conditions are here. And we are pushing on with our grand final to see who is going to be the queen here of the Ibiraquera event. All right, 4.83 here. Bowen van der Linden of that first wave. Nia having a little look-see. Oh, Bo coming in with power. That is a better set wave. Great wave selection here from Bo. Going backside here. All the way along. This is the better wave. Now she's going to move her way towards us. As this roller is coming in from the right-hand side. We've seen it with Elena. We've seen it with Axel. And we're seeing it once again here with Bo. She already has that 4.83. Bo means business. And getting a couple of turns using the wing, but no, deciding against it. Not quite opening up for her. But that's going to be a second score. 20 minutes of action, ladies and gentlemen. Your final here for the Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. The final of the Wave Tour. Elena Moreno is already world champion. Cash Brizola also. But we have our finalists, Nia Suarez, Bowen van der Linden, and Axel Gerard, together with Malo Genole, who are going to be the winners here this year. Waiting for results to come in to see of that previous heat. And it is going to be Bo Gallagher winning with a 10 versus a 9.47. So congratulations to the Maui boy, and a big congratulations also to Vinicius Martin on yet another great result. Final, Malo Gallagher, Axel Gerard, and your final here on the water, Bowen van der Linden, Nia Suarez. Bo, she is keeping herself busy. She is not stopping. Let's not forget, they do have the top 2 waves are the ones that are going to count. And they have 10 wave attempts with those top 2s, the ones that you will see out on your scoreboard. So, Bo, if I'm not mistaken, already with 3 or 4 waves there. I'm waiting for numbers to come in. Nia coming towards us. As I said before, about 18 knots of wind so far. Nia here. Oh, this is a better set wave. Now we're talking. We got about 2 to 3 sets on the 16 minutes. Obviously, as the final, they've made it a little bit more. And Nia pumping, trying to keep herself into this wave, and she does get it. Here we go. And deciding to go left here on this one, as she is surfing it all the way along. But you can see with that, so that state of the tide, the waves, they kind of jack up and then a little bit too much water and then go down again. So you really have to pick off the good ones if you want to get scoring potential. Bo, you can see, looking to the left, looking to the right, trying to find one, deciding against it, going to be going back, having a little look-see. 1.83 there for that first score for Nia Suadias. 4.83 here for Bo, but numbers are supposedly coming in. And an 8.58 there for Bo. 4.83, 3.75. Her top 2 scores at the moment. And the wind is picking up at the moment. 9:30 in the morning. Forecast says that around 1ish is when it is going to start to be dropping. We will see, because forecasts here have been right and wrong all across the board. The location that is very hard to get right. At the moment, we've had one solid day of wind yesterday, and today is looking pretty solid here in the morning. We'll be changing over to our sister tour of the Qatar Airways GK Kite World Tour with the kite surfing discipline. Skippers meeting at 10:30 with a first possible start of 10 o'clock so far. But sets are definitely far and few between, as you can see out here, ladies and gentlemen. Very hard, as the wave's really not there. Nia going here as well. Is that wing really getting caught up? Unfortunately, you can see how it's just that wind shadow in the middle, just not allowing it to stay up. Here we can see Bo a little further down. She's seen something. And now it's going to start to get a surf on. We saw 4.10 there from Nia, so getting to a 5.93. Bo improving hugely on her surfing. And you can see just really, I mean, Bo, she spent a week training at the Armstrong Women's Summit in Fiji, which is really cool because they brought 8 of their female athletes together from different disciplines to learn and ride together. And you can really see that has paid off, because one of the things talking to Bo is she said that was such a cool trip because, you know, everybody has something to teach and everybody has something to learn. And, you know, getting, you know, battling it out with other female athletes and, you know, living together for a week and trading stories, trading experiences really made a difference. And you can see it here in the surfing. There's a full article which will be coming out in the next format. So if you guys want to hear about that, go and have a little look-see. So you can see Bo's perspective. But yeah, congrats to Armstrong for putting that together. And hey, a week in Fiji, who would say no? All right, so back to the action here. Bo dropping in. This is a better set wave. Nice. Cutback turn. Is she going to be continuing on the face? She is. Almost loses it there. A little wobble. And this is where the wave hits on the inside. Going back to the power section, but still deciding to try and do a little olay there. But judges are really probably not going to be taking that one into account because it was at the bottom of the wave, not in that sweet spot. Nia riding her way around. Also surfing this one. Slightly smaller wave, but you know, she only has to improve on a 4.10, and there it is, another score being dropped to 5.87. Well deserved there for Nia, meaning that she is currently in the lead. Bo is going to be making her way out the back. I could see Cash there also. So Cash is obviously maybe going to be a change of equipment here for Bo. And oh, this is a better wave here from Nia. Around the house, cut back, nice. Powering, carving her way through. Are we going to see an air? No, we aren't. Coming off the end, escaping the washing machine. But great riding here from the Spaniards. And Bo on the inside. She's wanting to get up so she can get past these white waters. And Cash just enjoying himself while he's assisting his teammates. And Bo doing an absolute killer job of making her way through the lineup. And she is up. Yes, she is. So, Bowen van der Linden back in action. 9.97, Nia Suarez. 8.73 here for Bowen van der Linden, your top two athletes, your grand final of the Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. Hope you guys and girls are enjoying the action as these athletes are pushing on. Condition sets are probably about 2 to 3 sets. Already had 3 or 4 good rides from each one of these. And Nia having the slight upper hand when it comes to the scores. As we continue on. Seven minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes of this final. It is hairline in between these two athletes. Bo in the white, Nia in the red. This young lady on your screen right now has the upper hand. She has that 9.97, 5.87 and a 4.10. Bowen van der Linden, 483 and a 390. Looking to improve. Needs to improve by 1 point. She needs to improve by 1.25 if she wants to be able to take the lead there from Nia. So more than possible. As we've seen Bo hit 5s and 6. But it is probably going to have to be a set wave. So it looks like there's some energy out the back there. Bo having a little look-see here on the inside. And here we have her deciding against it and going back out. Nia was having a look on the ripple as well to see if she is, but no, also going back out. So both of the athletes waiting for the sets because they know it could make the difference. There I can start to see some lines. You can see the wind has picked up. We've got gusts of 20 knots already. And Nia going on the downwind part of the competition area. And Bo is staying a little bit further up. Nia, she's seen something as she's cruising over there. And Bo looking behind as well. As there definitely looks like something is coming their way. So it looks like we're going to be having another set. Nia turning around. 5 minutes left. She is your current leader, and they're increasing 10.54. So Nia, still scores were coming in for her. All right, Bo, turning around. She knows she needs a set wave. That is looking all right. That one is actually looking like it might be hitting that outside bank. Is she going to be engaging? She's gaining speed. Has a look at Nia. All right, Bo is. She's going for it. Here we go. 4 minutes on the clock, so plenty of time. Bo and van der Linden, one of the set waves. This is looking nicer. And they're going all the way back. Beautiful carving hack here for her. Can she keep this up? Going to be going round the house. An open face turn. Very nice from van der Linden. This is one of the better waves we have seen from her. Linking turns together. Is she going to be able to get a little bit of an air in here? Which is the one thing that Nia Suarez has had her upper hand at the moment. And getting the pop air here. Mid-face. Mid-face on the way down, but still great surfing here from your Dutch athlete. Let's see what it's going to be. It'll be interesting to see those scores coming in. It's going to be a tough one. I mean, it was great surfing. Interesting to see what our panel is going to be throwing at us. All right, Suarez, right-hand side. Here we go. That is a very nice wave. She's all the way out on the shoulder. But maybe she's going to follow this one down. So when it does hit that inside sandbank. Yes, she is. All right. Suarez. Oh! Getting caught up. Not quite sure what happened there. Nia going down. 3 minutes to go. Waiting for a score to come in from Bo. Here we can see everybody here on the beach getting ready for the celebrations. Serena Luz, Vinicius Martins, Baby Shark, Celtia, Finn Spencer, and the fam. Such a great crew down here in Brazil. And there we can see Vinny, always a smile, and Serena. And there we can see Elena Moreno as they are waiting to see who is going to be the champ of this competition. Alright, so here we have Nia Suarez, 10.54. Bo and van der Linden, 8.73. It does look like Bo's wave is going to be increasing. The question is if it is going to be enough. I think it is going to be close, to say the least. Well, it looks like they're talking about this score. Alright, so it looks like... Are we going to be seeing a difference here? We will find out. We will find out as soon as that appears on our screen. But I can tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be very, very close. Very, very close. Bo van der Linden with a great wave. Nia Suarez at the moment in the driving seat. .54. 10.54 is... Are we going to have a buzzer beater? Are we going to have a buzzer beater? I reckon it's going to be down to the line because it's going to be right up there. Has some nice turns. It was one of the set waves. And it looks like Bo might actually be having some energy coming her way. So we might be seeing another possibility. Nia has seen one. Bo has seen one, so they're both going to be pursuing this as they continue on. 20 seconds to go. Let's not forget, if they are on the wave, it is going to count. Bo turning around, so she's going to engage on this wave. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be definitive, as Bo has a good score coming her way, but we are waiting to see as she is on that swell. So this wave will count for Bo. Nia was not on, so that one will not count. As let's keep on with this wave to see what is going to happen. All right, so Bo deciding to engage. Here we go. All right. Smaller wave, so it's not a set wave like we saw before. But she is looking to improve on that score. Nia Swadiev, if I'm not mistaken, was not on the wave at the same time. That is not going to be what Bo was looking for. So we are going to have to wait and see for those scores to be dropped. But while we're waiting, let's see the highlights of that last heat. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we are waiting. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Bowen van der Linden? Is it going to be Nia Swadiev who takes the win? We will soon find out as scores are waiting to drop as that AP flag is in the sky. I know it is going to be close. It really is going to be close. But we will have to find out. I can see our tour manager there wondering what it is. So it could either be that young lady, Bowen van der Linden, hailing in from the Netherlands to take the win of the event, or it can be Nia Swadiev to take the win of the event. So it's either going to be Spain or Holland as we are waiting to see. High fives there. As there we can see van der Linden. As we're waiting, here we can see Nia coming up as it is very close. As she is coming up to find out the results. And it is intense moments. Who is going to have that score? Who is going to be the champ? Look at the faces. I mean, oh, we've got dances, we've got faces, we've got dances. Here we can see Elena. Here we can see Nia. Here we can see Bo. That's what we want to see. Always the love and the vibes. I'm hitting the refresh button here like the Energizer Bunny. Como cajón salido. Metiéndole como cajón salido. But, de momento, esperando resultados, Nia Swadiev o Bowen van der Linden. Bowen van der Linden or Nia Swadiev. Who is the winner here for your Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup? Alright, so there it is. It's official. It is Nia Swadiev who takes the win. Nia Swadiev who has taken the win. Congratulations there to her. As the result is in our number one and winner here for the Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup, Nia Swadiev. And in second position, Bowen van der Linden from the Netherlands. So congratulations to both of those athletes for an incredible final. And waiting to see the scores come up, because I reckon that was close. Oh! 10.54 versus a 10.53. Look how close that was. So Swadiev just taking the win. And congratulations to that young lady, as she is the winner here in Ibiraquera. Welcome to the GWA Wingfoiling World Tour event.
We're gonna experience an insane wingfoil competition.
This one is gonna stay in my mind forever.
It's gonna be sick.
What are we going to be seeing next?
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is that moment, your winners final here for the Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup here in Ibiraquera, Brazil. Malo Guenolé from France, Axel Gerard from France, as they get ready for 20 minutes of action. Who is going to come out on top? We will soon find out, as they are about to battle on. We are just about to get that green flag is going to be going in the air. So, ladies and gentlemen, final is on. With the white lycra, you can see your gong athlete is going to be Malo Guenolé. And then also out there is going to be Axel Gerard, who is with the AFS. Both of these guys, such talented athletes. You throw anything at them, they are always going to be up there. You know, Malo has been a world champion himself multiple times, and he is going to be second on the overall ranking here this year for the Waves. Malo rocking up with the Droid and the Lethal, the 410, that 60 leaderboard. And then we will have Axel, who is in on your screen on the left-hand side as well, as you can see him there with his AFS. He's on a pure 560 and the Fire Pro, which is a 40-liter board, and he is out on the Delight Wing. Malo, as we mentioned before, what he has underneath his feet, so underneath his board, as I grabbed him just before he went out, he has the HM85 mast, the Fluid HV3600 from Gong, and the Surf Freestyle XS tail. So there you go, that's the gear specs. Now it's time to enjoy the vibes and the turns from both of these guys. Wave for wave, one each, top 2 waves will count, and they have 10 wave attempts each. As we are going to have an action-packed final. Who is going to be the winner here in Ibiraquera? Malo carving hack back. He has such a pure surfing style, this young man. You can just see pushes through the foil, driving with the power. And both of them on the downwind side of the competition area. Sets are a little far and few between. As I mentioned before, we've got about 2 to 3 sets of heat. And it looks like Axel might have taken off of the better wave of the 2, as this one does look like it might be reforming down on the bottom section. Looking for that backside air. He gets it and lands it. Nice wave here from Axel Gerard. Malo going back, and that is a beautiful set wave as well. Both of these guys, they are not leaving anything out. Axel not being able to get that full rotation around. Now the wave is jacking up. Eyes on Malo. All the way back and down right underneath the lip. This is where the judges are going to be giving those extra scores. And they are all the way down, as you can see. And here Malo going for that 360 and gets the landing. Great surfing here for Malo Genole, as I'm going to dare to say he is going to have the advantage out here so far. All right, so a 7.43 there for Malo and a 6.0 for Axel. So obviously there's one more score going to be coming in for both of these athletes. The second wave of Axel and that third wave of Malo. So 3 and 2. Let's not forget 10 wave attempts. The top 2 ones are going to count. 16 minutes of action to go. 20-minute heat. The final heat here of your Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. And then we will be going over to our sister tour of the Qatar Airways GK Kite World Tour. And I can hear the studio start to shake even more, meaning the wind is definitely picking up. Oh, Malo there. Air reverse already in. Big carving turn there off the lip. Beautiful there from the Frenchman. Linking 2 right together and just pumping his way down. Malo, he's starting to get into sync. He's starting to get... He's hungry. He wants it. An unusual mistake in Dakla cost him a bad position of that 9th place. And here he wants to redeem himself. 12.17 versus a 10.40 there. So Malo at the moment in the driving seat. But this young man is as hungry as they come. He is such a complete athlete, and his surfing 2 years ago, he surprised us hugely in Cape Verde, as he came from a pure freestyle background, and it was double overhead, and he had no fear. And ever since there, he's just improved and improved. There you go, going with the 360, very nice. And trying to get the second one on the flats, but Axel is really going to have to go out on the surfing side if he wants to overtake Malo, because Malo has the air game, but he has this style. Look at this. He is on a 60-liter board, so he is the athlete that has the biggest board. Talking with Xavi Core yesterday, he has done that since the beginning. Even on the freestyle side, he's always been the one pushing more liters under his feet. And now look at this. This is a beautiful, just links it together. It's fluid, it's flowing. Malo Genole, ladies and gentlemen. Up and a huge, oh, such a shame. Just missing out on the landing there. And he is straight back up on his feet. Ah, this is a final. All right, so these guys have been exchanging like no tomorrow. 8.27, well deserved, and a 7.67. So Malo already 15.94, throwing down the hammer. Axel, he has that 6.0. Here we can see Nia, recently just being crowned champion here in Ibiraquera, winning that women's final against Bowen van der Linden by 0.01 of a point. Taking that number one. And here Axel already trying to link on another wave. He's going to need to make it. He's really going to need to make it work on the set waves as he wants to have a chance of getting this advantage. All right, let's see a little replay of one of those best waves that we had before. Here you can see, look at that. Boom, off the top. Just 360 and in already. Starts going there for the air reverse. Nice and easy. And now, so already just keeping himself busy from the start. And it's this. Boom! You can see pushing on that back foot, getting that fall out. Again, schmapang. Mano Genole. He is just 100% power, and he is already in the lead, and with a commanding lead to say the least in this final here in Ibiraquera. Your gong athlete. So 15.9 for 11 minutes. 11.23. So Axel is coming back, but he really needs, I mean, he needs two solid scores, as Malo had already put up a 7.67 and an 8.27. So Axel's wanting to improve on both of his scores, or, hey, you know, to get a 9-ish, and he could be there. Anything can happen, and we've seen it do it before. Will he do it again? But Malo Genole definitely on the chair in the driving seat so far as we approach the halfway point of this final. So the final 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, final 10 minutes. As there it is, we are past that halfway line. on the right-hand side, Malo Genolea. On the left-hand side, Axel Gerard. Looks like both of them are going to be going on the set. Here we go. Axel keeping himself busy. Malo surfing along, open face turn. He just gets that little extra. Drives, sets the fin all the way in, and makes it all the way around. Axel set a little higher up on the wave, pushing himself down. And now here, we've seen him get some very nice big backside airs throughout the competition. Going for it. Does he land it? He does get it perfectly. Beautiful execution there from Axel. Straight up. That is what he was looking for. Malo, oh, in the pocket. And can he get it the other way? Yes, he does. Double or nothing down here in Ibiraquera, as these boys are pound for pound. And the gloves are off. Malo with a beautiful finish here. Great wave there from Malo Genolea, as we have yet another trade-off. And let's see who is going to come out on top, as both of these boys performing to the maximum. All right, so 8 minutes to go. Scores are still the same. Malo Genolea in the lead. That athlete on your left, on the right-hand side, Axel Gerard. Both of them are waiting to see if a wave will be coming their way. Axel needs big scores if he wants to take out Malo. Malo doing the work in early and getting on top of the scoreboards. 8.27, the best wave. One of the best waves we've seen yet. And here we have Axel hunting down. He's been going all the way down on the downwind side of the competition area since the start of this event. And he has been hunting to see if a set wave will be coming. Dropping in Malo Genolea. Here we go. Eyes it up, and yep, now here it is. Starts to hit that sandbank. Malo engages. Oh, just beautiful cutback turns. He just sets it and drives all the way through. Just look at the flow. It's one of the things a lot of the judges say about Malo. He just does have that flow. He really just floats his way through, and that is what they're looking for, and that is why he is getting those top scores. Axel here, 6:20. He's got a 7.07 for that last wave. Beautiful. Oh, pushes it out. Does he keep it together? Yes, he does. Big move here from Axel. Nice in control, but an 8.83 for that last wave from Malo. The biggest competition heat so far here in Ibiraquera. Malo Genolea, he is on a warpath, and he wants this event and proving why he is one of the best in the world. But look at that move there from Axel, holding it down, as he is not going to let this go until the final seconds. He is going to be battling it out with every last breath. What a battle here for your final, as we are just over 5 minutes to go. But Malo, 88 already on the scorecards. All right, coming up on 5 minutes. Here we go. Here we go. The final moments here. Final moments. What are we going to see? Are we going to see... Are we going to see Malo Genole taking the win here? We will soon find out. Axel is going to try as hard as he can for that not to happen. Axel here on a wave. Here we go. He needs it to be set. He needs it to be set if he wants to have the possibility here. He really does need it to be a set if he has a chance. Axel, there it is. There's one of the set ways. 4 minutes, plenty of time. Can he make it happen? It's going to have to be something big if he does. Dropping in. All right, he's got a 7.07. He needs to improve on his scores. He needs to get... He's comboed out at the moment. He needs to get the big numbers if he wants to overtake Malo. As even if he had a 10 on this wave, he would still be 17.07 just behind. And you can see the frustration in his face. Malo dropping in yet again. Going to want to try and improve even more on the score, the gigantic score that he has. Malo pushing along. 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes to go. $17.10 versus a 13.07. Axel pumping away. Oh, beautiful wave. He gets it. Oh, but goes down. Such a shame. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. The final 2 minutes of the wingfoiling discipline here in Ibiraquera. All right, so final minute here. As we're just coming up on those final 60 seconds. Here we go, the final 60 seconds as we are getting ready. All right, so we're waiting. Who's it going to be? As we are just seeing for the final moments to come in. As ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it is going to be Malo Genole. Malo Genole is going to be taking this heat. As it is going to be closing out. So this man on your screen is gonna be the winner of your Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup here in Ibiraquera. Huge congratulations there to Malo Genole. And while we're waiting for him to come off of the water, let's see the highlights of that last heat. All right, there I can see Tom Hartman as he is going to be giving the flag to the winner, Malo Genole, ladies and gentlemen. Your event winner here, hailing in from France, your gong athlete, Malo Genole. Congratulations to that young man. What an amazing competition he has had, as he has pushed as much as he could and proved that he is #1 here today. And there it is, grabbing that flag up high, is going to be your numero uno, El Capitano, Malo Genole, the winner here of the Copa Kitley GWA Wingfoil World Cup. Congratulations to Malo Genole, and thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in here on the stream. I'm Joe Ciaslo. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you the action down here from Brazil. And now let's just enjoy the moment here with our champion, Malo Genole. I will be seeing you very soon. Welcome to the GWA Wingfoiling World Tour event.
experience that insane wingfoil competition.
This one is gonna stay in my mind forever.
It's gonna be sick.
What are we going to be seeing next?